Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm very happy you're here as always. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching and commenting. Oh my gosh, my last video, you guys rocked it. You gave me your thoughts on my channel and what you thought I should do for the new year. And it was very helpful. You guys are funny too. You really cheered me up. And I have to tell you, I was at a point of quitting YouTube completely, just because I was burned out, didn't really know what to do with the channel, you know, same old, same old. But you really helped me see that there are a lot of you out there who still enjoy the videos, who still want to see them, and who care about me, my family, my channel, what I make, my style. So you have encouraged me to keep going, and going I will. So I'll do my very best for each and every one of you as I can. We are going to keep the same format of craft and chat and of doing projects and, you know, whatever I feel like doing and sharing it with you guys, inviting you into my studio to play. The whole goal of this channel was to bring you into my studio so that you could craft along with me or watch me, you know, if you just need company. And that's always, I'm glad I can be there for some of you. I know some of you had a really rough year the last year or so, and so did we. So we totally feel for you. Mwah. Prayers and kisses to each and every one of you, and lots of love for those of you who've really struggled intermittently or through the whole year. So that's what we're here for. So Jolene and I are very happy to have our channels, our YouTube channels, and our stores, our shops, our Etsy shop, and which we have created for you. And I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting us. It's been a very unique, happy, fun-filled, crazy ride for 2024 with some sad stuff, but we made it through because of all of you, and we're hoping and we're looking forward to a happier and better new 2025. So our last video, I was showing you different ways to create pockets you can stuff with goodies, and we made them out of a variety of different things. Now, the first thing we made was we used a tall, I think it was 6x9 white envelope, and this is what I created. I folded it up, and you can watch the last video to see it. And that's the back. I haven't done anything back there. I've just kept it kind of plain. I may cover that. I haven't decided. This one was a brown envelope, so we have 2 pockets. And it's just plain brown on the back. Oh, I forgot to say that there's a pocket there and a pocket there. And I have covered these with my lace, pearls, bits and pieces, scraps, and lovely things. You watched me cover them all with scraps. But then I went back and added lace, bling, butterflies, roses, appliques, pearls. And you've seen me do this a million times. This was book page. I showed you, kind of laid it out for you in the last video. So if you want to know how I made this, go back and look. And all I did was glue everything down. You know, I folded. There's 1, 2. These are very shallow pockets right here. This one's a bit deeper. And then, oh, nope, that's the deepest. We didn't add anything else. And then you have book page on the back. I'm pretty sure I'm going to cover that. I don't think I like that. And then this one was made out of a bag. I think 6x9 bag. So it has 2 pockets. And you just watch me use scraps to cover all of these. All I did was pull out my scraps. I showed you how I did that. So if you want to know how I did any of that, go back and look. So today you also mentioned that you wanted to see them finished and you wanted to see me stuff them. So I think that's what we'll do, is stuffing our pockets. And someone mentioned they really wanted to see me decorate this paper bag. This was a lunch bag that I flattened out and turned up. And you can see that in the last video if you want to know how I made it. And then she wanted to see me stuff this. So, cover it and hopefully stuff it. So maybe we should do that first, or I'm not sure what to do first. Maybe just stuff 1 or 2 of these. I won't do them all because these are very specific things that I have. What I'm thinking is all these rose ones are going to be for ephemera I've already made. Now these rose prints here are from a Trace of Sparkle from Jennifer. Let me grab her little packet that I have. Oops, that's not it. I put it away. Why did I do that? It's a Trace of Sparkle, Letters from My Love. And that's what I use to decorate these 2 right here. These were scraps. I think this piece right here was my porch prints, jewel design, you know, just random pieces of scrap. You saw me pull them out of my scrap bucket. Same with these. I don't know where these came from. They just were my scraps. But I thought I'd share that one with you. Okay. So they're loaded and ready to go. I mean, they're decorated and ready to go, ready to be loaded. Now, I did have someone say that they wished I would do my project start to finish and they want to see everything. Well, the problem with that is when I did those videos, nobody watched them. They watched the first one. Great. The second one, less viewers. And after that, they just weren't watched. The numbers were so low that what happens is when the numbers are too low, YouTube buries them. So you basically never see them, even if I make them. So I learned a long time ago not to do the whole project. I'd start it and then I show you the end. But what you need to know is when I'm working on a project like this or any others, this was all about just items you could use to make stuffed pockets. It wasn't really about decorating or what goes in them. It was just about the things you could use. But so decorating it really wasn't part of the video. If I can get to it, I will. But the whole point was to show you how. Sometimes it's to show you how to make a certain pocket, a certain folio, a certain whatever. It isn't really about the decorating. Now, what I've decided for the new year is we'll do the how to make the base, and then we'll go back and do a second video on decorating for those of you who want to see how to decorate that piece. So it may not run consecutive, but it'll be like decorating stuffed pockets, okay, and filling them, you know, so, or maybe it's filling them as a third one, but it may not always be in the same video, but I will now try to do a video where you actually see me decorate if I can do that. I work better decorating quietly by myself than I do on a video because it's hard to think, create, go grab stuff, but I will try to do that for you who really love the decorating part. Because I know you like to watch this. I had already done these before I read your comment, so I was kind of like stuck already. So sorry about that. That's why I thought this one we would go ahead and cover it and see how far we can get. And if we have time, we'll stuff. Or I can maybe I'll just grab stuff one. I'll put these others off to the side for the moment. We have this one, and I do plan to stuff this. So I did grab just a ton of things from around my studio to put into this pocket. Now, sometimes I'm very specific in what I make a pocket to hold a certain type of ephemera. And so as I make the ephemera, I will stuff the pocket. When it's all stuffed, I show it to you finished because I'm making those pieces in videos, right? So I make a tag, I make a pocket, I make another pocket, or I make a journal card, or I make a belly band, and then I put them in here and I show you. So I'll try to do more of the process for you, for those of you who really want to see that. That way I'm kind of getting everybody covered, right? So I appreciate every single comment. It was very, very helpful to me, and it lifted me up, you guys. I was really just done. So this is a coffee filter that you could decorate with, and I'm going to put this in the bag. Now, this is going to be a bag that is going to be stuffed with bits and pieces you can use to, you know, make your journals. This is a little coin envelope. I have a vintage envelope here, a little mini one. Now, I'm thinking maybe I might want to decorate those. This one here, though, is a pretty card with an envelope, and I absolutely want to put that in there. I have these beautiful new library cards that we're going to be carrying in the shop in the new year. So I grabbed a couple of those to put in here. And also we're going to be carrying these readers lists. Now that's going to be too tall, so I am going to cut this down, which is fine because I'll use the bits and pieces. Maybe we'll do a little decorating of these things that are going to go in here, but I'll show you what kinds of things I would put in here because somebody really wanted to know, hey, what do you put in there? Well, these are the things I called purchase, things that you could just buy and use, right? And I am going to augment this a little bit, meaning I'm going to change it up so it doesn't look just like whatever. I'm going to turn this little list into a tag. Yes, okay. So we've got that. We've got that. We've got that. Those are going to go in there. We've got the two. Oh, I have 3 colors of these cards. Aren't they cool? Love them. They will be in the shop. They're not in there yet. They'll be in there after the 6th of January. Jolene is swamped and doesn't have time to get them in there. I've got these new bags that are going to be going into the shop. They're not there yet, but they will be. You guys are getting a preview of new things coming to our shop. I also want to add some book page. This is antique book pages. This is from Italy. I don't know if this is... Yeah, this is Italian. It's not, definitely not. Let me grab... Okay. This is one I've been ripping apart for a while. I don't think I could tell you the year because I believe it's in Italian. Oh, 1883. So we can definitely use this without fear of getting into trouble. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of those in there. So we're going to stuff this with fun things to play with, and then some things will be decorated. Okay, not everything, but some. All right. So I hope you're all well and everybody's good. This one's French. This is 1864. This one came just completely disassembled and falling apart. It's a book that's never been read. You can tell because some of the papers are still together. Let me see. What can I pull out? Sometimes you have to go to the signature to get them out. You can't just pull it out like you'd like to. You can see the old strings are still there, and I'm going to keep those and use them. Do we have a page? It's not so badly mangled. Maybe this back one. Okay. So, also going to use these in another project. So I'm going to put those up there. And these are all the kinds of things you can put in here to fill up your bag. So you could fold them in half or not fold them. See, the bag is quickly filling up, which is nice. This one can go in here too. I've got several more colors of this as well. I don't know what other colors I have at the moment. Okay, this is a tall tag. We can add a thing to that. These can go in here. This was just a 2-pocketer. See, it fills up very quickly. Now this one, I don't know, because it is a bag. It's going to sit really tall, but maybe we could just leave it. Yep. It doesn't matter that it sits over the top. Look at all the layers we're getting. We're getting yummy layers here, aren't we? Look at all the yummy layers we've got going on that. So this is the type of thing you can put in there if you just have bits and pieces for that. Let me see what else I've got. I pulled out a ton of stuff. Yeah. I've got this page there. What else have I got in here? I know I've got some. Okay, I already have that. I don't know if I want to put any more there. I'm just looking to see if I have any like florals to put in there, or I've got some little ATC cards. I don't really know if I have any I want to part with. You know, I was thinking that that would have been gorgeous right there on the front of that. I want to think about that, whether I want to add her or just leave it as is. I don't really know. So you just grab whatever you have. Things that I have been piling up. It's time for me to, I've been hoarding. And it is absolutely time for me to let go of some of this stuff. It really is. So, I told myself now this is the year. Well, last year I started letting go of a lot of stuff, and this year even more so. But my new words for this year are creative and authentic. I'm going to be as creative as I can, as authentically as I can. And I'm going to, again, release some of this stuff that I've been hoarding. So I feel like we need an image in here. It's a little too blah. Let me see what else I've got. I've got a pile of stuff behind me. I haven't even left you. I'm right here. I just turned around. Oh, let's see. Ooh, I have a bunch of those. Those are cool. I got a bunch of those. But you can see this is quickly filling up. Oh, we've got a lot of florals and pretty stuff here. Got all these tag cards. Let's get some of these. Oh my. Okay. Got some bigger ones too. It's fun to add this kind of stuff because it lets someone else have a ton of goodies to play with in their journals, right? Or decorate. You guys are always telling me, well, I don't have what you have. This is a really good way, buying one of these when they come up for sale in my Etsy shop. Oh no. Wow, that was really on there hard. I'll have to get a clear piece of tape, and I just ripped my envelope. Okay, I can fix that. I can fix that, right? Some days, right? I don't know. I amaze myself. I got a lot of these. I don't remember who I got these from, but I've also got these lovely, fun bits and pieces. And I'm kind of looking to see what's here so I know what to put in there. Just something fun, right? Just put some fun things in there that you might enjoy. And, okay. And then I'm going to just ink this a little bit so these don't look so commercial, right? They look like they have a bit of age. And then you can add more or less. You can back them. Now these, I don't know. I think these are stickers. Let me see. Yes, these are stickers, you guys. These are going to be fun to play with. Ooh, whoever gets these is going to be happy, 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 right? And then we've got these to go in here. And then when you have something like this and you think, well, what am I going to do with that? Well, if you have washi tape, which I do, I have been buying since she started. These are this is a special splurge. And whenever I get a gift card, I save it because Amity Bloom will come out with her, what she calls bloom tapes. And these are my bloom tapes. And are they not stunning? They are. These were her Christmas ones, but they really don't look like Christmas. They're burgundies and greens. And I bought ones that I could use kind of like year round, anytime I wanted. So I thought I would look for one, yeah, that's wider here. Ooh, how about that? That's neutral. I haven't even opened this one yet. So let's do that. This is an Amity Bloom. Amity only sells these, and they sell out within hours or minutes sometimes, several times a year. She does not carry these in her shop on a regular basis. She tells you they're coming out. She tells you when, and then you got to be online when they come up. And twice now, or 3 times now, I have lucked out and gotten a few. Some I only had a couple to choose from, and other times I had a lot to choose from. Now I have to decide, what do I want to use on here? Where do I want to cut, right? Scissors. I want to save that one. Gonna put that on that. No, don't roll. There we go. And her first tapes out were so incredibly sticky. Oh my gosh, they were crazy sticky. Some people said that some of the newer releases aren't as sticky, but this one is extremely sticky, and I do not think it will come up. If it does, and you get this, just glue it down. It's no biggie. That's pretty. And then, I mean, you could, I'm going to put this back on here because I'm not wasting even an inch of that. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, so let me get this back in here. Now she has some more narrow ones. I was thinking of putting maybe one of the little narrow floral ones up the side here. Oh, because I messed that up. Did I do that upside down or backwards? No, that's right. I'm going to trim this up just a bit. Oh, I got a barky dog this morning. Goodness gracious. Here we go again, or this afternoon. Isn't that pretty? You can add a little bit of lace to that, or a little saying, or a word, you know, whatever you want. I'm looking to see what I have, if there's anything that would look good on there. I'm thinking. I feel like Pooh Bear. Oh, bother, he says. Let's see. I have so much stuff here, it's crazy. Oh, how about carte postale? That's kind of wide, but oh, there's a smaller one. Too bright though. I love that one, but it's kind of big, so I'd have to cut it down, which I kind of hate to do because that is a piece of paper from the 1600s, from the 16th century. Not finding what I want. This one isn't, so we can, I mean, it's old paper, don't get me wrong, but it's not 1600s. It's not from the 16th century. Could be from the 1800s. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, as you can see, everything can be decorated. There's nothing that I can't or won't decorate. It's pretty rare I don't decorate something, right? The ink is just to close up the fibers that I just created from. And if I find a washi tape is not sticking, I will. I think I'm going to have to fill my glue again or something. Stomach's growling. I think I need a snack. I had lunch, but that was hours and hours ago. Here, let's add a little glue. There we go. That'll take care of any lifting. But anyway, you could add a little piece of lace. You could add a little flower, whatever you'd like. But now when you put this in here, you know, someone's getting something special because it's not just a plain little coin envelope. It's got a little something on it that you can add more to it. You know, I think that's always fun. I do, hold on a minute. Excuse me. I do have some little bits that we could put on there. We could add that to it. There we go. That gives it some more zhuzh. Add a little glue and away we go. And I recommend Fabri-Tac for some of these things. There. Now you have a unique handmade piece that's going into that pocket. We've got this lovely bit that we could add something to. I have a lot of stickers. We could add some stickers. Let me see if I've got a sticker we could add to that. Oh yeah. Well, we just saw these here, and these were stickers, right? Oh gosh, I gotta fix this poor baby. Yes, I had some ideas. Let's see. it would be fun. I wish I had a bigger, do I have a bigger one? Oh yeah. Why did I only grab the little ones? I don't know. Not the one I want though. I don't know where I got these. I probably ordered them online. Gosh, I just threw those all over the floor. Hold on a second. All right, let me see what time we've got, or how much time we've got. Oh, we're good. We will have time to decorate. We will have time to cover that other one. Decorate, I doubt. It's too hard for me to decorate and work on a base piece, you guys. So I know you want to see more, but that would make my videos really long. And to be honest, the only reason I don't do longer videos, or too long a video, is because YouTube gets busy and they takes too long to load. Sorry, I was thinking and ouch, cutting at the same time. I left my thumb in the scissor. Okay, so we're gonna go like that. And then I wanna add another one. I like this little guy right here. So, and it's funny, but when I start pulling something out and I start using it, I'm like, I want to hoard it again. I'm like, oh, I need to save that. It's like, what am I saving it for? Use it. Use it or lose it, people, right? Gosh darn. I can't believe I ripped that envelope right in half. Clear packing tape should fix it. I hope. Okay. Happens to the best of us, right? So yeah, you guys had some great comments. You really made me giggle. Someone said they preferred the live chit chat to a bot. I don't know who said that, but it was hilarious and I loved it. And it really made my day. My hubby cracked up. He thought it was funny. And I think that needs a little... No, not that. Well, I have all these. I don't know where I got these. Let's see. Lace journal, cards, and tags. No, that is not helpful. Duh. I don't know where these came from. I usually have some kind of a little tag in here if I know. I mustn't know who I got them from. Oh, that dog is driving me crazy. Pardon me. Forgive me. But he's hitting that high-pitched sound. It's going right through my head. I love dogs. As you know, I recently fostered a cute pup. She's doing well in her new home. She's traveling with her new mom and dad everywhere. It's fabulous. She got to go to, I want to say Denver or Utah. I forget where. But anyway, she went with the family for Christmas. Did great. Traveled well. And she is such a cutie patootie. I do miss her a great deal. We called her Minnie. And she had a DNA test. She's terrier. Well, she's mostly poodle. I'm going to see how big this is. Just hold on a minute. 3. So we're going to go a little under. She's mostly poodle and terrier, but surprisingly, 20% of her was Chihuahua. But when her new mom and I talked about it, we realized that's probably, we're not surprised because of her energy level. Oh my goodness. She's a nonstop mover. Oh my goodness. Although she's settled way down with her new mom and dad. So they bought her clothes and toys for Christmas. So did I. So I waited to send mine because of the crazy crunch on shipping. And I knew they were going to be away. And I didn't know how long. I don't want to be too nosy. I let her send me photos and stuff when she wants to. And I have some really cute photos of her. I feel very blessed that she's willing to share her with me, even though, you know, they've adopted her. She could have just said, no, I prefer not to, and blew me off. But she doesn't do that. She shares her with me, which is awesome for me. So, you know, it really makes the rescue process, you know, more worthwhile, because you know what happened to them and how well they're doing. Because you always worry that some puppy farm bottom that's using them for bait for dog fights, which is what they do with little dogs like her. So yes, I am super, super thankful that she has a loving, wonderful home where they spoil her rotten, and her mama says they don't go anywhere without her. If they can't take her, someone says, no, you can't bring her, they don't go. They're like, oh, okay, thanks, we'll visit you next year. Or never. So. Okay, you want to see how I decorate? Here we are. That's what I'm doing right now. I kind of know, I think I might want the whole thing. Let me see. These are 3-inch doilies. We don't have any of the teeny tiny doilies in our shop, but we do have from the giant, you know, down to the normal, I think 4 or 6 inch. We have sets and stuff like that. So if you need doilies, paper doilies. That's not bad. That truly isn't bad. I think I like that. I'm pretty sure I do. And I'm just building that on top of a little miniature vintage envelope. So you see how easy it is to just create something. Just grab layers of whatever you have. Layer it up. Have some fun. Play. That's all I'm doing while I'm chit-chatting with you about our girl. Oh, I miss her. She is such a sweetie. She's not gone from this earth. She's just gone from my house. Yeah, a big part of me does regret letting her go, but we have cats, and she came to us because she was meant to move on to this couple who just had lost their dog just the year before, or not even a year, but before, and we're just really struggling, missing her so bad. And they weren't sure about her, and then they took her in. They're like, oh, we're the best decision ever. She trains really well. She got her little surgery, so she won't have puppies, and she's doing great. She zipped right through that like a champ. Although her mama said she had trouble keeping her quiet for the 2 weeks she needed to be quiet after her surgery, because in a little dog like that, those surgeries can be really dangerous. So they usually make them come into heat twice before they let them have their surgery, so they can't have any more babies. And these are dogs that are more thoroughbred style, so she wasn't a, you know, a mutt. She has good breeding behind her. Actually, she has some show dog behind her, but she's been mixed enough that she doesn't qualify anymore. So anyway, I think I'm talking about one of my kids, right? Instead of my foster baby, my foster pup. I got very attached to her. It was really hard for me to let her go, but I knew she would be better with people who are used to little dogs. I've always had a big dog. I had a cockapoo that was big. She wasn't a mini when I was a kid. And I had a beautiful golden retriever, and who was a purebred. I bought him from a breeder because he was the runt, and they were going to get, you know, they weren't going to keep him. And I saved him because he was tiny, but he grew up to be a whole big doggy. So there you go. Look at that. I'm just adding a little bit of personality. This is a vintage envelope, and that's going in there. So as you can see, those are the types of things that we can put in here and make it look really pretty. I want to put this little colored one in there. I want to get that, yeah, right there, so you can see some color. I'm kind of layering up everything so you can kind of see it, or trying to. And you know, you can't keep everything up. It's going to slide down. So those are the types of things that we can put in there. I'm actually going to, I had to put a little, where'd it go? Aha, I knew there was one in there. I was like, where'd that go? I think I might do the same thing here, is just fold it and put it in, or put it up here maybe. Maybe I should leave it open. No, it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good like that. You got all kinds of goodies. So that's one that's pretty stuffed. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 18 pieces right there. I still have to decide if I want something there. I'm undecided. I think it's okay. It doesn't have to be over decorated, but there's 18 pieces right there. That's a pretty good stuffed envelope. Could add a few more things, I suppose. We'll see. I think that I grab everything I pulled I wanted to put in there. Let me see. I'm checking my piles behind me. See if there's anything else lovely. I mean, I do have other things that I could put in there. Let me see. Just checking my bits and pieces. I get a lot of stuff, you know, when I order, when I place my Etsy orders, just like we do. There's other shops that they will put in all kinds of fun things. And a lot of it, you know, I can't use it all. It's like, there's no way. So I started making a box where I could put, oh, that feels like a sticker. Yeah, those are stickers. Okay, I think I'll put that in there. I can't use everything, so why not share it, right? Move it on. Here's a postcard. Grab one of my postcards. Oh, that's a good postcard. I've also got those, but I don't want to use them all in this because, you know, I still have 3 others. So I think I'll save some stuff to put into here with things that are handmade. Now, this one is predominantly things that are store-bought, but you can see I just handmade a couple things to go in there. And this one, I swear it needs a little something on the corners. Excuse my head. Did do the whole hair wash thing today. Okay, so I hope that you're all going to have a wonderful New Year's and that you have a great start to your new year. Have a nice evening and you have a lovely start. And the next time I see you will hopefully to talk about desk organization, studio organization, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll move on to projects. I am going to be doing a couple journals, some simple, easy beginner journals for you to do that you might thoroughly enjoy. Where am I going to put this? Maybe up there. This little guy can go down here. Run out of room. I'm running out of room. All right, so now we have 20 pieces in there. I think that's a good number, right? So I should put a little, where are my little notes? I should put a little thing in here so I know how many I put in here and if I add any more. And a couple of them are handmade. We'll have to decide if I want to put an image there. I keep wanting one there, so I'm going to have to find just the right image. You know how that goes. So that's a 20-piece stuffed bag. These will be probably things that I have made already or will make. I'm just not sure yet. I would love to do these in front of you. And probably when I do get them ready to go and I pick out the things for the bags, I will stop and show you how I did those. So we've got that one. All right. So I feel good about that. I feel like you guys got some closure on that one. I am going to pull these Amity blooms off because I'm not going to use them right this minute. I don't know. Oh, goodness. I just threw everything on the floor. Sorry, guys. Okay. Hold on a minute. Head down. Goodness. Almost fell out of my chair. Well, kind of did fall out of my chair, but oh, I have like 3 new fun journals coming your way. One is a really simple one, but I'm going to wait till we have all the pieces in the shop, and then that way you guys can get what you need and make it with me. And I don't know what papers I want to use yet. I need to go through all my kits. I have tons and tons and tons of kits. So I want to do that. Now, this next one, let me see how much time I have. Did I waste all of my time? I might have to do this one by itself. I might need to make this one its own project. We will see. I got the most stunning kit. I have fallen in love with it. The shop is Raven Vintage. This is called Stained Glass Secrets. And this kit is Renaissance. Renaissance inspired. And it is yummo. I have printed a ton of it. I don't know how much of it I actually need, you know, right now, but I thought what I would do is cover, I don't know this gal. I think she follows me on Instagram, and then I found her to, you know, I followed back and I went, oh my gosh. But her work is not normally this, so this is a newer genre for her. I just want to see. Isn't this beautiful? Oh my gosh. You know, that's something I didn't get to last year. I really wanted to get to the Renaissance. I know there's another way to say it. Oh, that would be pretty. I know there's just papers. Okay. Apparently I missed the section that I wanted. Yeah, in Europe they have it, they pronounce it different. We call it Renaissance, but they call it something else. Okay, that's been printed on both sides. Hold on a minute. Okay, here we go. I was looking for these. I need the ones that are thin. I have them backed on card, which is why you see me flipping through the way I am, is because these are all heavy cardstock for covers and trifolds and stuff that I thought I might want to do. So I don't want to use any of that. Again, this is Raven Vintage. I won't have a link for it because I don't have one. I took it right off of her video that I saw her doing. So let's see. I want to cover it with some papers. Oof, that is just stunning. Maybe I could just do that and then put something else in the front. Yummy. Where's that other one? Oh, I guess that's all of them. Oh, that's all card. Again, I don't want to use the cardstock. That's for other projects. I'm planning to do this, some type of journaling kind of project or trifold with this. So, in fact, I've already sort of started one. I don't want to go any further with, but I want this to go with it. So, all right. Let's put this in the back. And I think because you see so much, oh, look, there's a knight right there. Oh, gosh. I definitely don't want to lose him. Oh, there's one up there, too. Goodness. Okay, let's figure out how to do this. Bertha is covered in projects right now. I can't even get to her. I'm in the middle of cleaning my studio, but I injured my back and legs. I just pushed myself too hard, and my body let me know what it thought of that. Boy, did it. Put me out of commission for a couple days, so I haven't finished my studio yet. I'm behind now by 2 to 3 days, 3 days. So I've been able to sit and craft, but that's about it. As long as I don't walk around too much and I don't push my back too far, I'm okay. I'm trying to find the best way to do this. I don't know. Okay. I will have to do this the way I don't like to do it, which is to measure 6.5 by 8.5. So 8.5 long by 6.5. Okay, I'm going to have to try to clear off a Bertha. Hold on a minute. I can't believe she still works after all these years. I think I've had this since my kids were little kids. Let's go 8.5 for our length first. And 6.5, whoops. Let's get rid of that white. Be right back. I think I was able to save one night on a horse. Over there, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. I know I don't usually use paper this jazzy, do I? I'm pretty... I think I need to cut just like a hair of that off. Maybe this one. I don't mind if a little of the paper bag shows. So I normally don't like to measure because you have to keep cutting and blah, 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 and it gets kind of to be annoying. I also ordered some new distress inks. I ordered new scissors. Ooh, I got myself a brand new pair of pink scissors. I bought several pairs of scissors, actually. I'm trying to find a pair to replace these because I got a dull spot in them. I'll keep using them until they don't cut. But when they start munching the paper, which they were doing, I thought, oh, it's getting dark in here. Sun's going down. I cannot wait for the light. I mean, the light's already going the other way. I'm getting a little bit longer. I just don't want to turn on the ring lights. I don't like the shadows. I'll do it if I have to, but I waited for a sunny day to film this. So hopefully you guys enjoy this for the last day of 2024 before we go into 2025. Okay. We may go over the hour because someone said they don't mind. Well, not someone, quite a few of you said you would like a longer video and you don't mind a longer video. You prefer it. That's the one I use for fabric. It's super sticky. So is this one, but not as sticky as this. I mean, the other one's more sticky. You like listening to me chat? Yeah, these are not tutorials. Meaning step by step. First you do this, then you do that. That takes a whole other type of video. And I love that a number of you said there's so many out there that people can really go find those if they want them. But that, you know, that the fact I cater to the crowd of you, thank goodness, that like my craft and chat. Or craft with me. This is a good craft with me right here, both of them. I prefer to glue it on and then cut it out. You know what I mean? Now you see why. Because this is harder than it looks. To get it centered and make it fit right. But I got it. I did not get the edges well, so I know I need to get the edges with the art glitter glue because that's going to work better. I never get to the edges with the glue stick. And even if I do, I don't seem to get enough pressure or something. I think it has to do with my hands and my arthritis. I think I can only push so hard and then it causes me pain. So let's not do that, right? Yeah, my big sister and my nephew and my great nephews are all coming from Kansas to visit me in a day or two. So, but you won't have been here yet when you see this video. So I know they aren't here yet. I mean, they're in California doing something. Well, actually, they were at the Grand Canyon. They took the train to do the train trip. Yeah, see, I think that this guy and this girl both make a good focal point. So what I want to do now is I want to cover this. Do we want to do the blues and yellows are pretty, huh? We have that one. No, that isn't cutting it for me. That one, too busy. Nope, I like this one. I don't know. I'm going for the brighter of the Renaissance. Renaissance. Yes, that's how they say it in Europe. Renaissance. This one has some beautiful roses and things in it. Isn't it gorgeous? So what I think with this one's going to be easy enough. I'm just going to lay it on there like I normally do and glue it, right? So let me go get rid of these white edges. One more second. Forgive me. I'll be right back. have to leave you because Bertha does not fit on my desk. Well, I could put her up there, but then I'd have to move out, right? Oops. Missed the whole edge. Oh, I can hardly move around. The front half of my desk and everything is clean, and the front half of my studio is organized, but the back half, middle to back, yikes, what a mess. Oh, I've got a ways to go. All right, so we can put that on there. That is just stunning. So we'll just glue that on there, then we'll cut it off. How's that? Why don't I move it all the way down? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I could just do this in another band, but I would rather add it. I'm not going to use this pocket here, but you could use it as a tuck if you wanted, if you just wanted to collage that, but I do not want to collage this. Do I want to collage this? I think. No, I don't think I want to use all these bits and pieces, but I certainly could in another video, and I may. And I mean, I don't know, you could tuck under there. I guess I could just glue that on there and see what I get. Well, let's try it. Why not? Let's make it interesting, right? Let's see how nuts we can make Laurette today. It's the last crafting day of 2024, and the next time you see me should be 2025. Can you believe it? Where did the time go? This year, I think, and we say this every year, but honestly, I think the older I get, the faster it goes. With this last birthday, it went quick. Even getting to that birthday was like crazy fast. I don't want to be this age. I want to be younger. I don't want to be this age. Okay, so the whole point of gluing this down is it gives us a line to follow. Now, these are my new scissors, and they are a thicker blade, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do with them. I'm going to give it a shot. I have to get used to them. But wow, are they sharp. Oops, I'm cutting into the paper bag, which means I opened that paper bag, which means I have to close that paper bag. Oh, I cut too much. Darn it. Yeah, I'm not used to these scissors. Oof. They are much thicker and a little bit heavier, and the blades aren't quite as long. I am on the hunt for scissors. I have not found scissors that I really love. I really haven't. Those other pair were like $4, and I got like 8 pair of scissors, and I got them at like TJ Maxx. Was one of their clearance things. Darn it. I overshot that. Okay. Now the question is, what do we want to put down there? Like a different paper, right? I think so. Let's put a different paper down there because I do love the shape. Is pretty cool. Maybe we could do this one down here. What do we think? No, I don't like that. How about this green one? I'm in the mood for different colors. You know, you tend to use the same things over and over. Ah, hold on a minute. Gotta cut some more paper. Sorry. But this is a craft as you go. That's definitely a process video. Because my process is very different from other people's. So, boy, it's getting dark in here. Holy cow. Probably got about 10 more minutes. What have I got for time, or am I about done? No, I got a little time, and I've decided I'm going to finish this even if it goes long, because it's the last one. Yay! Give you guys something to do on New Year's Day. Do a little crafting with me, and get out your paper lunch bags, because that's what this is made with, is a paper lunch bag. Just your standard everyday lunch bag that you get at the grocery store. If your grocery store doesn't carry them, we do have them in our shop. Welcome, welcome to all my brand new subscribers. So many of you told me you were new. I'm so excited you're here with us. Wow. I'm not going to use those on that. I need to use scissors I'm used to right now. Otherwise, I'm liable to mess everything up. Yeah, those are fatter blade. I like this thin blade. bought another pair that are a curved blade, and I know I'm not going to like those, so I think I'm going to send those right back to Amazon. They hate that when you return stuff, though. Not that they can tell you that, but you can kind of tell. Because they'll tell me when I go to buy something, this item is returned a lot, or this item is not returned a lot. Great choice, or whatever. Isn't that funny they do that? Probably because I buy a lot. Although this year my goal is not to do that. That's another one of my goals. Well, I do because there are things for our shop for you guys. So I want to make sure you guys have the newest, brightest, funnest, most different, funnest, most fun, different things to craft with. So even if you lift that up, because now you're going to go here, you know, you got a little tuck under here. So we'll have to see. I probably, honestly, am going to glue this down a little bit in this corner to keep it from moving around so that it kind of locks it down a little bit. So it doesn't pull up as easy, so you can tuck something under there. Does that make sense? Because we don't want it to go open. So look at that. What do you guys think of that? I think that came out okay. Oop. And I am going to ink right here because I did miss, and I'm thinking I may cut it back a little bit. If you're an inker, this is when you want to do it. Oh, that came unglued already. I'm going to have to put that back again. Oh, look at that. That's yummy. Isn't that yummy? Oh, I'm going to hold up. What do you think of that? Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is definitely a yummy, yummy. So that was a paper bag a minute ago. It will become a stuffed bag, but I will be stuffing it with Renaissance goodies. And no, I will not have that done for a little bit. I'm going to have to do those on videos with you guys. Because it's a full project. So as I'm working on the project, I will show it to you. And, you know, as I make things to put in it, I'll try to put them in there as we go. If I have pieces that are going in there that maybe aren't going in a journal or aren't going, I think it's going to be a folio project. I think this is definitely going to be a folio, a couple of things. I want to make a couple of good sized pieces to go into this bag is what it's going to be. So it's going to be a little Renaissance project, I think. That's my goal. So, and there we go. Definitely want to ink those edges up. We want to kind of keep this dark and yummy. Oh, yes. The other thing I think is I would like to put that on some of this green paper. Yeah, it's going to make it a little bit bigger, but I think it's going to work. I don't know why I just grabbed this glue because it was right in front of me and I didn't have to open it, I guess. It was already open. All right. I'm starving, you guys. I got to go have a snack. What am I going to have? Oh, yeah. We got a yummy, somebody in our family sent us a yummy fruit and nut tray from Costco. Oh, my goodness. Yum. So I think that's what I'm going to have for my snack. Now, did that make it too tall? Yeah, just a bit. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. I wanted the green, but I don't want quite that much green. And then I am going to get the corners. I am going to get the corners rounded. And I love this little rounder, you guys. I know a lot of you went looking for it on Amazon and did find the set, which I highly recommended. Now, what I think I'm going to do, I won't do it here, but I'm going to put a piece of lace or something trim through there. And I haven't decided on that, mainly because I don't know the whole project yet. When I have the whole project ready, then I usually will pick my laces and trims and try to be fairly consistent either with it or with the look of it. But I'm thinking, well, let's see. Do I have one available right where I can see it? I might. hold 1 minute. Ooh, this one's pretty. This one might work, but I think it's going to take up too much space. I might want it to be a little bit thinner. I don't think you'll see the blue and the roses and everything. No, too wide. I want something like this, but not that wide. That will not cut it. Okay. Oh, what else have I got? Ooh, I got something that might work. I've got quite a few somethings that might work. It's getting dark for me, so I'm having a hard time seeing color. What if we did like that, that you could see the pretty yummy Renaissance look. I also have this one. Maybe. I might have to wait till tomorrow, you guys. I would love to finish this for you, but it's getting too dark for me to see color. Oh, yum. Okay, I am going to wait till tomorrow. And I will show this to you after I pick my lace and put my image on. But you know what color or what kind of image I'm planning to use here. One of these. I just don't know which one. It's really just too dark. And if I turn on the light, it's going to change the color. Daylight and other light is not the same. Now I know there should be a pen here for this somewhere. Okay, well, I'll find it. So that's a possibility. I'll put those off to the side. And then this is going to go here. So let me grab a little clip. And we will close this up once I get everything on it. And we're going to put trim here. There's going to be a trim there and a trim there, I think. And maybe some kind of jewel or something. If you really want to see this one finished on camera, let me know, and I'll make sure I do it in light with you guys, in the light, if you want to see this one worked on. And then we'll close it. So you'll have the pocket there, you'll have a tuck here, and you'll have a pocket up here. And being that there's already a little bit notched out of there, I'm thinking it might be fun to just go ahead and notch the front and the back so they match. And I will probably cover this back because I think it's going to be... There we go. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, that's an interesting shape. That came out cool. I used my whale tail punch. I thought would make a cool, different sort of notch up here. And if I don't like it, I can always cover it with a piece of paper, which I might do, but you never know. I want it to look different. Yeah, that's going to be difficult for me too. I just realized when I did that. Trim will take care of it because I just realized I'm going to want to put trim up here unless I put double trim. Well, maybe I could do that. So there you have it, you guys. I just wanted to give you a overview of what we have available and, you know, put these over here to finish that one. Move those out of the way. And then let me show you the bags. This is our stuffed bag with 20 pieces in it. Wow. You got to watch me stuff a bag, which you asked. And then you also wanted to see the other 3 finished. So these are all done. There. That's today's project. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a wonderful, happy new year. I will see you all in 2025. I love you. I can't wait to see you then. Have a beautiful time off. Mwah. I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses, guys. Bye-bye.